As soon as you can, hopefully will be today.
The system is not really geared to what we need right now, what you are asking for. That is a failing. The idea of anybody getting it easily, the way people in other countries are doing it, we're not set up for that. Do I think we should be? Yes, but we're not.
Okay, that's really disturbing, and I appreciate the information.
Some of the Q&A up on Capitol Hill, as we look at the numbers, the coronavirus in the U.S., 46 states plus the District of Columbia, 1,444 cases, 37 deaths. There you see Washington, California, Florida, New Jersey, South Dakota, and Georgia, 29 of those deaths coming in the state of Washington. Let's bring in our panel. Josh Holmes, former top advisor to Mitch McConnell, now president of Cavalry Consultants. Molly Hemingway, senior editor at The Federalist, and Charles Lane, opinion writer for The Washington Post. A lot has changed over the past couple of days in how the country has reacted, how this place, Washington, D.C., has reacted. Thoughts about this evolution that we've seen?
Well, first off, I just want to say I love watching Anthony Fauci testify. He's really a calming voice. He'll tell you when things are going well, he'll tell you when things are not going well, and it makes you feel like you can trust him. Clearly, people are very concerned about what's happening now, and I think it's good that people are concerned and that they're changing their behavior in a public health crisis that requires changed behavior. What's more concerning, I think, is that a lot of powers that be have not thought through the other issue with public health crises, which is that serious damage to the economy can cause serious damage that I don't think people are thinking through as well as they could. It'd be nice to see people be concerned about the public health while also being concerned about not inducing people toward panic that can really hurt people who are in jobs that rely on, in the service economy, waiters, retail workers, these types of people through no fault of their own might be facing some serious economic hardship.
I've mentioned with Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez about the H1N1 virus and how it was dealt with. I think it was 17,000 people died. It is a compare and contrast a bit, and it's the most recent, I guess, of the pandemics.
I don't know what it is about the number 11, but 3/11, March 11th, yesterday, when the WHO declared the pandemic, will probably go down in history as the moment when our society kind of capitulated to this threat. All of a sudden, a lot of people were holding back on certain decisions, made them. So we have all the school closings cascading now. We had the president go into the Oval Office and give the speech that he had not given. Congress this morning decides, maybe we won't go on recess. And the reason for that is that they have judged, I think at the advice of people like Mr. Fauci, that the downside risk here is substantially greater than it was with H1N1. And to be fair, we really don't know. We don't have the parameters. We don't have the data, solid data about the fatality rate.
And that's a fair criticism, right? I mean, for this administration, for the last, for this one, why we don't have the test kits, the testability,
the testing ability. That's absolutely true, is that the testing has been a flop here. But I think what Dr. Fauci was trying to point out is that our history of diagnostic testing in this country, our method, so to speak, is you go to your doctor's office, you get a test, they mail you the result as an individual. We're not set up to do it in parking lots like they were doing in South Korea. And that is a failing that we're going to have to correct.
Josh, meantime, Capitol Hill, take a listen to the Speaker and the House Minority Leader on this bill.
We're negotiating with Secretary Mnuchin. He had some suggestions, all very reasonable. I think that none of them would prevent us from moving forward with the bill.
We are working with the White House, with Secretary Mnuchin, and with the Speaker. We should not just take a rush just because there's a bill. We want to make sure it works.
So there is a little pumping of the brakes, but not too much. I mean, it seems like something like this is going to move.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of optimism tonight that
they might